to just rely on my weapon of mass destruction, which is set pieces, bro. Anyhow you want it. I'm quicker in transitions. I got counter attacks. Rolling on my side. I mean, you saw it to Bayern Munich, bro. I mean, they can't handle this things. That quick players.
You still not answered my question. You still not answered my question.
Yeah.
Answer the question. You went on the weird soliloquy.
Trophies when I've told you that our recruitment has been bad. Our management has been bad. We're in a review process. How do
you just stopped talking. I don't know if you got out or if you're not talking.
I didn't get out. But can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Your Wi-Fi keeps.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah,
but you're talking about like rebuilding and stuff. Chelsea.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's in the problem.
Okay. Chelsea are also rebuilding.
Ladimus, yeah. I mean, you can't press me about title or winning trophies right now. We've been in a rebuilding process. You know this. I know this. You know what it means to be in a rebuilding process. You change managers. Over the years, and they haven't won you a trophy yet. So you know what it means to be in an actual review. And you've been in a review too. You've spent over £1 billion refurbishing your team too, bro.
Can I finish speaking, Tony?
Okay.
What does that have to do with you last year talking about how great your team is and the stars will align? You're talking about now Havertz is trash. But you also said last year.
Bro, we're talking about now, bro. Stop insulting. Me and you are having a conversation right now.
I'm not speaking. Don't interrupt me. I didn't interrupt you. You're speaking about now Havertz is trash, but last year you said Havertz was the key. If you want to have the conversation now, then why are you saying about how we haven't beaten you in the last 8 years? You guys haven't won a trophy in the last 8 years. If you want to talk about, you're rebuilding, you rebuilt for 6 years, it's a tall building. Chelsea are also rebuilding, but yet we still won 2 trophies last year. I'm not saying you guys should be winning the Premier Champions League. I'm asking you, why haven't Arsenal won a trophy in 5 years? It's just a simple question. You don't need to go on a weird soliloquy or try and deflect from what I'm saying. I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm just because you rate this Arsenal team and you've been rating your team for a number of years. I've known you for how long? Since Arsenal have been challenging for the league, I've known you. So you can't try and deflect or move things around. I know how you feel. I know you rate Havertz highly. I know how you feel about these players. So why haven't you been able to win a trophy? Because people know me. I don't rate our goalkeeper. I don't really rate Chelsea centre backs. And yet we still managed to win 2 trophies last year. And people can say Conference League is a throwaway competition. That's fine. Arsenal were in Europa League, twice with Arteta? Why didn't you guys win the Europa League? Why didn't you guys win a domestic cup last year? Why haven't you guys won anything in 5 years? That's all really I want to know. You don't need to go on a big soliloquy or try and deflect or talk about open play goals or whatever. It's just a simple answer, really. Why haven't you guys been able to win anything? And if you're going to say because your manager's a bozo, you have a bozo manager, but that same bozo manager has been here last year and you said the stars were aligned for you to win the league. You said last year the stars are going to align for you to win the league, and you still had Arteta, who you call a bozo manager. So what's the point now? What are you going to do now? Arsenal are going to win the league this season, but yeah, Arteta is still a bozo manager according to you. How does that make sense?
Ladimus, I hear you. I mean, you can get stuck in the past, trying to, regurgitate what I've said in the past, but it is what it is, isn't it? The thing there is that sometimes you have to back your team, at times you have to, back your team, even if things doesn't, really go your way per se. But the real thing is right now we look better than how we were last season, 2 seasons ago. I mean, I had Eddie Nketiah, yeah, in my number 9 slot, yeah, leading me to a title.
You rate Sanchez?
Contending for a title with Kai Havertz. And again, yeah, by the standard.
Tony,
yeah.
Do you rate Sanchez?
They tried. They did what they had to do.
Do you rate Sanchez?
They tried. But again, you're cutting. Please just calm down. Let me get what I mean. Come on, bro. You're doing the exact thing you just complained, about me just over 2 minutes ago. So just calm down, bro. So this is what I'm going to say. Right now, I mean, you can keep talking about, the stars are aligning 2 years ago, the stars are aligning 3 years ago. This is the real one, bro. And you know the reason why I'm saying this is the real one, bro? Because I have a more complete team this season, and this is not delusional. I mean, even in mainstream media, they know that Arsenal have the most complete team this season. Our defense has always been nice, so we've had more additions to actually, bring more depth into our defense line, and you can see that with Nkape and Mosquera and how they are moving this season. We have one of our biggest threats, set piece threat, leader, captain. I mean, also in that leadership group, Gabriel Magalhaes out, bro, and it's going to be out for about 2 months. But we have players right now that could just seamlessly just get into that team right now without seeing any kind of like drop off in that team. That shows you something. We're moving different this season, bro. Ladimus, I'll take you back to last season when Saliba dropped down, injured. Who did we bring on? People like Kivio, bro. Are you serious? Big time drop off. When Gabriel had his injury last season too, in the middle of a title skirmish, Kivio too, Benjamin White. I mean, in their own right, there may be mid-table players, yeah, but right now, we now have depth that we can see in our team right now, and we can't even witness any drop-off. I'm not really seeing Martin Odegaard, yeah, on the bench, people. Even now that he's back, he's playing from the bench. In our last game, he stayed on the bench and allowed Eze to do his thing, bro. I mean, last season, yeah, who was I bringing on? Fabio Vieira, bro. It doesn't make sense. Ladimus, right now, as it is, right now, I have at least 2 players for every position at Arsenal right now. That's why I'm more better suited to win this league than Chelsea. To be more serious, I have a little striker in Gebes, in Victor Gyökeres, Ladimus also. But the thing there, because he's proven himself in Europe, you know this, I know this. He's proven himself in Europe. So the thing there is, if we can bed him into our system very, very well, bro, and he starts firing, bro. If he starts firing by the end of December, bro, he has a TV. I mean,
yeah, but okay, Tony, but what about you offensively, though? What about offensively? This is the problem that you're not thinking about. I know you're saying that you scored goals from offensive stuff and all that. I hear that, but I'm saying, what are you doing from offensive positions, bro? Because I know you're scoring some goals here and there, Trossard's turning up, but that's someone that you guys never rated last season. I know that he's turned up now, but he can have that drop off again. Do you get what I'm saying? So what are you guys doing offensively? Because my thing's always been, you can't rely on the opposition to give you the space for you to be able to break them down. We face low blocks, you guys face low blocks, Man City faced low blocks before. I know this season they're sitting back more, which is why they're catching people off guard. And also last season, because of how bad they were, people at some point didn't respect them anymore and they just started going for them. So it's a bit different. But I'm saying, we, as some of the big teams, we have to be able to break down low blocks. And I know that your weapon is set pieces when you face low blocks, and granted, you guys are good at it, but I'm saying that can't be your main weapon. You have to be able to break down low blocks. And I think if Odegaard comes back and then he moves Eze to the left, you're not going to see the Eze you saw this season. Do you get what I'm saying? And with the Eze situation, bro, I know he scored a hat-trick against Spurs. One sec. Look. I know he scored a hat-trick last season. One sec, Tony, yeah? He scored a
only
hat trick against
using, set
against
pieces
Spurs,
to
but
break those blocks,
he's
bro.
not gonna get all that space on the edge of the box like Bentancur gave him, bro. Bentancur's rubbish. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro, this is why I'm saying that it's totally disingenuous if you're saying that Arsenal can only break these blocks or have this mental shift in terms of advantage by only using set pieces. It's not true. That's a big lie. And that's why I said when I came down to the show that Arsenal have had more goals than any Premiership team in open play this month, in the month of November. That's what I'm telling you right now. See, if we don't have multifarious ways or a mixology of a way that we score goals or that we attack teams, we wouldn't be in that position, bro. Yeah, because the narrative is that we'll corner kicks FC, we can get goals or let's through set pieces, but that's a complete lie. It's false. It's fake news. We score much goals via open play. Also, with the way we're scoring with set pieces, the month of November shows those numbers, are true. And again, you're talking about low blocks. Yeah, we've been breaking low blocks this season.
Yeah, but with the team that you built, though, Tony, with the team you built this season,
it's getting the goals, bro.
Yeah, but look, with the team you built this season, going forward is not as good as you thought it was gonna go. Like going forward as a team, I don't think that you guys take enough risk considering how good your defense is, bro. I think you lot are thinking too much on the defense and thinking that, okay, minimum we can get a draw out of these games. We won't really lose because our defense is good, which is not necessarily bad, but you're not really actually going and actually creating much. I don't see you guys create as much chances as other teams. Like, if you be honest, a lot of the times you see side-to-side ball, you're just going around from one edge to the other, and you don't see much unless you're crossing the ball. If the defense just clears it out, like you've seen against Sunderland, then nothing really happens. You have to be able to break them down, innit? And I think if you guys are more potent going forward, then a lot of people might be like, yo, listen, Arsenal are dangerous, because you are actually scoring a lot of goals, innit? But I think until then, it's only now we're talking about Arsenal scoring from open play. It's already been now, what, 50, what is it, 40? I don't even know what game week it is, blood, but it's already been a couple of game weeks, and now we're talking about how potent you are going forward.
But see, you're not putting into play how many attackers of Arsenal have been fit this season.
Yeah, but Tony, you never rated them though, Tony. You never rated them.
Any justice in it.
Yeah, but Tony, you don't rate them. Okay, Tony, one sec.
Martinelli has been in and out of.
You don't rate. You guys never rated them.
I mean, you can call it excuses, but I mean, you just laid a valid question.
Didn't you want all of them sold last season, Tony?
Martinelli has been.
That's fair. Tony
makes in and out of injuries.
Tony makes
my captain. Ladimus, sorry, please. Let me just get this. I'm sorry. Let me just get this out quickly. Yeah, I'll be quick. Yeah. It won't be a long soliloquy. Yeah. No, see, yeah. Martinelli has been in and out of injuries. I mean, let's just be unbiased for once. Yeah, throw away the bias for once. Just leave the derby away. Yeah, let's just talk about neutral fans out here. Yeah, people that just love football. Yeah. Let's just talk like that. Yeah, Martinelli has been out. Yeah, in and out of the team. Yeah, seriously. Saka was also out of this team, bro. Earlier in the season.
Saka, we know.
Let's
Saka,
be
we
fair
know.
In our criticism. Kai Havertz has also been off. We have Gabriel Jesus who has been earning a salary in this, bro. Earning a salary in this team. Man hasn't even touched the ball for our team this season, bro.
Okay.
Really? Are we really doing this, bro?
Okay.
Martin Odegaard is my captain. You also talked about creativity. In Odegaard still remains the king of creativity in my team, bro. That's my captain, bro. That's the go-to guy that we've always been relying on to kind of like find spaces, find pocket space, to see open defenses. That is the guy. Man has been completely injured this season. In and out, bro. That has been a lot this season. So
I get that. I've never said no.
In as much as you don't want to give us the Dondermatos for what we've done attacking wise this season, good for you. No problem, bro. You can have that. But with what I'm seeing, instead of throwing excuses here and there and saying, oh, we have injuries in the team, or whatnot, we're making use of what we've had, of what we have right now, and
that's fine.
Okay.
That's
we're
fine.
able to get in the summer transfer window.
Can I go? Because
Yeah.
Tony said you're not doing a soliloquy, but you spoke a lot. That's all well and good about your injuries, but Chelsea also have injuries as well, and we've just had to accept it and move on with it. You guys have a deeper squad, a bigger squad that everyone agreed with in when the season started. Arsenal having the best squad depth in the league, the best squad depth in Europe. So you guys having injuries and you've still dealt with it. Why are you now bringing it up like it's a problem? You've dealt with those injuries and you're still top of the league. So you can't talk about now. You can't say that you're missing Havertz. But when we spoke 20 minutes ago and you were talking about, I have bombs in attack like Havertz. You can't do that. You've dealt with your injuries because you have a deeper squad. And you've dealt with your injuries and you're still top. So you can't talk about the injuries being a detriment because you've still dealt with those injuries. It's not a detriment to you, clearly. And even Chelsea with our injuries to
Ladimus, because Ladimus, wait.
I'm not finished
you didn't hear the question.
I'm not finished speaking.
To be very fair, you went out.
I'm not finished.
You went out of the stream or something like that.
I heard the question.
So he asked the question about the attack.
I heard it. I'm not finished speaking.
Oh,
I heard
okay,
it.
okay.
I heard. I'm not finished speaking.
Okay.
I disagree with the Yasser thing about your attack, but you've dealt with the injuries and you're still scoring goals. However, with Odegaard now back, because there is a bit of a point to say that in the first 2 months of the season, you guys weren't as free-flowing with your goals. Odegaard gets injured, and Eze's playing in the 10, and now you're scoring goals the last 2 months. With Odegaard now back, I'm not saying it'll have an effect necessarily against us tomorrow, because I don't think you'll score a lot of goals against us. But going forward, post that, will Arteta play? If Arteta plays Odegaard in your 10 and has Eze going out on the left wing, we've seen the first 2 months of the season, you guys weren't as fluid scoring goals as you are now. So that's maybe the point that Yasser's trying to make. And that's something that I even asked on C yesterday about this attack that's now scoring goals. With Odegaard back, will you still be scoring goals like this? Because we've seen the first 2 months of the season, we saw last season and year before that, with Odegaard being your main fulcrum, he's just passing side to side, which is great, but he's not always that locksmith. That's why you guys spent so much money on Eze, because he's the upgrade in the 10, no? He's the maverick. He's so that's kind of a fair point. I don't get the whole I get like obviously Arsenal fan, but it's not about, you're talking about us being not be biased and stuff, but yet you don't want to be fair and actually biased as well, because everyone has injuries. Let's deal with them. Chelsea squad is not, everyone talks about how deep Arsenal squad is. We've had to use Chalobah as centre back because we have no Colwell. We've had to use Tosin, and yet we still have, I think, the second most clean sheets in this league. We're still dealing with it. We don't have Palmer, and yet we're still dealing with it because we have to. It is what it is. So,
but on that point, though,
I hear you, bro. But you just touched the peripheral of your team. How about injuries to Caicedo for once? Let's talk about the henchmen in your team, bro. Henchmen in my team carried injuries, bro. The season, Saka, the rest of them, bro, all injured, bro. I'm talking of the main core in your team getting injured. I'm talking of Caicedo. How about Enzo for once? Let's talk about the engine room. How about that?
Okay, yeah. Enzo's played with Enzo under Poch played with an injury all season. Caicedo this season has played.
Bro, I'm talking of this season, bro.
I just mentioned this season.
Forget last season.
Tony, I just mentioned this season. Caicedo's played with an injury this season. Enzo started the season not fully fit. João Pedro's played with an injury this season, and yet we're just dealing with it. So again,
Ladimus, how many matches Caicedo made in Premier League?
Caicedo hasn't missed any. He's not missed.
Let's be fair.
He's played with the injury. He's played injured. Yes, sir. Am I lying?
Bro, I don't have the luxury of my main injuries, bro.
He's played with the injury. We all know this. This is factual. We know this.
Yeah.
So again, just deal with it.
No. But Ladimus, I hear you. If you're saying he's playing with an injury, I completely hear you. bro, I've not had the luxury that you've had to actually play, yeah, with your henchmen, with your core in that midfield, yeah, bro. Yeah, because that's your engine room. Whether we like it or not, yeah. Enzo has been tremendous this season for you. Caicedo has been a beast in the midfield for you, to be very sincere.
Okay.
That's the core in your midfield. In my own core, with injuries, injuries, bro, in our language, yeah, machine gun don't touch everybody. Everybody don't get time. To be very sincere with you, bro. So, bro, if you're having the luxury of your core playing with injuries, fair and square, it's all good. But in my own reality, in my own story, my core henchmen have been down this season, bro, and they can't even play with the team.
Tony, okay, that's fine. But your core, your midfield core, that's what you're saying, your engine room, is who? Declan Rice and Zubamendi, who are fit. If Odegaard is a 10, Palmer is a 10, and he's injured for Chelsea.
Yeah, but Prime, but they bought Eze to replace No. You bought
this is Zubamendi's first season in the man has never played in the Premier League.
And he's fit. Who cares? He's fit to play. He's not injured. Who cares?
So you're not even putting into consideration that this is Zubamendi's first season.
But is he not? Is Zubamendi playing well for you guys? Is he playing well?
It doesn't factor into your.
Is he playing well?
Point. It doesn't factor into your point that I've lost my captain in and out of the season, who is also a great spark for my team. Really, are we doing this live? That's why I said we should do this unbiased. Right? Let's just check in neutral.
Tony, you don't know how to be neutral because you're talking about engine room. You have your engine room, and so do Chelsea. You guys don't have your 10 in Odegaard. We don't have our 10 in Palmer. That's fair. So stop complaining. Stop being like a bitch, bro. Stop complaining.